everything is not enough. Feeling hot by the ocean, none of those white hot sands. Every sunrise is just for you, so come along and take my hand.
All right, welcome back, everyone. So I figured I would do another video today. Excuse me. Excuse me. To throw this out there for other people to how I mine DigiByte. Just what I think is an easier way to mine. Now, I guess I should. Yeah, let me exit out of that. And sorry, a little bit of housekeeping. Let me get to this. So let's just go here and share this post instead. And my glucose is going up. Wonderful. I just like overate. But anyway, where you at? There you are. Okay, let's just go to solopool.org, right? So at solopool.org, you're going to see different mining pools and whatnot, different coins, different algorithms. However, DigiByte is on here. So is Bitcoin Cash. But you can go to DigiByte. You can see currently with the hash and all that. Except all our cookies. So just click on DigiByte or whatever coin that you wish to mine, and you're going to see all the stats as far as this pool is concerned with. And this is to solo mine, to solo pool on SHA-256. So you can do a little bit of digging here and just see current height, blocks found, which is decent, and a decent hash rate. Now, up at the top left, you're going to see the 3 bars. Click on it, and then go to Help. And then under Help, this is how you set up your ASICs. It tells you, whether you're in Europe, in the EU, or the United States, which is great for me because that's where I'm located. But you want to find a stratum that is good for you. And when I say stratum, I mean like the ussolopool.org, okay, with a port of 8004. And if you have just like 1 or 2 or 5 miners, just run on the low end hardware. Mid-range hardware is like above 10 miners, and then the high end hardware is that of like more than 100 miners, 100 different ASICs, like a huge farm, out in the middle of Texas, owned by Donald Trump and company. But anyway, so the USA 250K, you're just going to copy that as well as the 8004. So you're going to copy that. And then let's do it live, shall we? Because I need to actually change one of my miners, actually both miners. But one of them, all of this is already stored. So I'm just going to copy this. Let's see. let's go over, where's the miner? There you are. All right, and share this. Okay, so right here, this is one of the miners. This is a S21. This is the main dashboard, which I'm not logged in. So let me unlock it. Most of the time when you get a miner, the username and the password is going to be root in lowercase, so ROOT. And then ROOT is the password as well. But this one, however, is admin. It's a different firmware on this control board. This is by Vinish. They've been around for quite a while. Current hash rate is 110 terahash. This is currently mining Solo Pool, but on Bitcoin Cash, which I haven't found a block yet. But currently I'm running at 17.9 joules or watts per terahash. However, right now we're going to reconfigure this miner to solo mine DigiByte, and then we're going to go in and see what we do. So let's click on mining, and you're going to see that you have three different options: pool 1, pool 2, pool 3. Every single miner is the same. You're going to have three different options. This is a Bitmain Antminer S21 with a different firmware, whether you have stock firmware or whatever, they all work identical. So right here, this has got port 8002. So instead of that, I'm going to highlight, delete, then I'm going to then paste in. Okay, but you see where it just popped up 8004? It didn't, it doesn't like that. It wants a colon. So that's how you enter in your port. Port is 8004. And then you're going to need a, actually, I've already got point 8004 down below. And then well, you know what? Let me just explain it this way. Then you go down here under your worker, you enter in first your DigiByte wallet, right? Enter in your DigiByte wallet. And then at the end of your DigiByte wallet, you hit dot, and then you can name each individual worker. So this is my second S21. I've only got this one running. I'm waiting on another power cord to come in. It's a whole different, anyway, it's a whole other rabbit hole. Okay, so you want to enter under your worker, you want to enter your wallet address, your public address, dot, and then whatever you want to name it. You can name it .canan, .nano3s. You can name it, you know, like I did, S21A, S21B, S19A, S19B. And then the password is X. Now, do not change the password here. If you want to change your password for a miner, really, there's no reason to. Anyone wanting to do anything malicious or whatnot is going to be through your own IP address. And that's actually the first thing that you need is the IP address. So anyway, right here, I'm just going to copy, since I've already got my DigiByte address and all in here, just going to copy that. And then I'm going to highlight the first one, delete, and then I'm going to paste this, all of this right here. Now, this is very important. You want to go down here, or actually this one is up here, and you want to save. You want to save that information. Now, this, let's go back to our dashboard. Now, this should actually be mining to DigiByte. So let's go take a look. See, let's go to a, well, no. I was going to go to a DigiByte Explorer, but let's not do that at the moment. Okay, share this tab instead. So here, you just go back to DGB SHA solopool.org. When you're on DigiByte, you can just enter, paste your wallet address, but take off the .s21b at the end, which is your worker name, if you will, and just hit enter. And you'll see right now, currently we're solo mining DigiByte to this address. And this is a public address that I use. This is linked to my Coinami wallet, as well as this wallet is also linked to my X account, and I use this for tipping and whatnot. So if you get a tip from me, look, I got 4 blocks that I found so far. This is going to begin to ramp up. Your terahash a second. It has to reboot. Actually, I'm going to go back into the miner, being that I changed. Let's see. Being that I changed the mining configuration, I actually went to, where'd you go? No, I don't want to lock. I just want to restart. What is that? Info bar. Anyway, let's get back into mining. Pool list. I want to go under performance, okay? Because with this, I can do different presets within this firmware. So right now, I'm running on 125 terahash, only burning 2,180 watts. Actually, it's under that. It's like 2,020 watts. And my average currently is like 16 and a half joules a terahash. Excuse me, or watts a terahash. So look, if you want to go back and rewind this and replay what I'm showing you here, just so that way you can get it. I can tune this down, but when I do that, I start getting other errors when I go down below 125 terahash. Now, this is a 200 terahash model, the first version of the S21. They also make a S21 Plus, which is 225 terahash. They make a S21 Pro, which is 234 terahash. The next one that I buy is actually going to be the S21 XP, which is 270 terahash. And you should hear this. I'm actually in the far back room of the house, and I use these as like heaters during the winter time. And I'm in the middle of rebuilding, or actually demolition, of the shed, and I've got 230 amp circuits out into the shed. But let's just go ahead and crank this joker up to 200 terahash. This is all the way at the other end of the house, and you're going to hear this joker ramp up. So now let's go to 200 terahash. Go to save. So now you're going to begin to hear this joker. Go back to dashboard, and let's see where this joker goes to. Right now we're at 115 terahash. But this right here, what's in your dashboard, really does not matter. What matters is what's on the pool. So whatever the pool registers is how you are paid, regardless of the pool, whether you're solo mining or pool mining. All right, so right now we're jumped up to 59 terahash on the pool. You're going to begin to hear this joker ramp up a bit. But it's a 200 terahash unit. And it shows I have personal luck right now of 11%. When personal luck jumps up to 100%, that's how long it should be till you have found the block. So if you have personal luck of 100% or over, you should have already by then found the block. Total that I've been paid out so far is 1,033, which is 4 blocks. And then when you're mining, whether it's solo mining, pool mining, you want to create a different a different address. So let me copy this address, and then let's go over to a DigiByte Explorer. right? DigiByte or yeah, digiexplorer.info. So then we're just going to import this, or not import, we're just going to paste that wallet address and show. We're going to pull it up and confirm transaction count, confirm received. You can see I've got three inputs, three outputs, or three transactions actually of 1,033 digibyte, which is 250 something digibyte each. So right here, this is how you use a blockchain. You can go in and you can see what other transactions were within this actual, or what other, what other transactions are within this actual block that were confirmed. So that it's just the like 258 digibyte. So and the transaction hash. Excuse me. All right, we're starting to ramp up a little bit, so let's get back over here. So right now we are at 167 terahash a second. Our current temperature is 69 degrees Celsius. This is all in Celsius. So do your conversion for Fahrenheit. Let's see. Currently, I'm running at 20.7 joules a terahash. This number is going to calm down. This miner normally runs at about 17 and a half joules a terahash, or watts per terahash. And you can see it's currently at 3,480 watts to equal 200 terahash. Mine is coming in under this, though. Errors. So you want your errors below 1%. But I've been having 0 errors on this unit. Yeah, see, so the power supply unit is running at 3556 watts divided by the hash rate of 177 terahash gives you your joules a terahash or watts a terahash. Now, and again, so this will show how many shares have been accepted. So currently I have 71 shares accepted on the digibyte blockchain. That's how many chances that you have in order to solve the actual block and actually to inscribe the next block. That's what keeps the chain moving forward. That's on every blockchain. So that's the nature of the technology. So, but yeah, your Stratum URL for solopool.org and your wallet address dot your miner name. So mine is S21B. So let's go out. Now we're at 183 terahash. So let's go back over to where is, I got too many tabs open, but for good reason. So right now the pool is only registering 143 terahash, but yet I was just at 180 something. So like I said, whatever the miner and the firmware shows is not what you're paid on. You're paid on what is actually contributed to whatever pool that you're contributing to. But this is just the easiest way that I have found to mine digibyte. That's why I call it, I know GTO and I know he did the mining the hard way, which there are other tools out there now where, if you want to have a quicker latency, if you will, to the pool, you can now create your own node of digibyte through Umbrel, like Umbrella, but Umbrel. It's a whole other way to do it. But then you're running a node and you are mining directly to your solo node. In other words, you cut the latency down drastically. Now, when we're under, let's see, when we're under the miner, see, now I'm up to 171 terahash. Whenever you're under the miner, you can you can go back to mining. You can change these back and forth. You can, enter a different stratum for a different pool, but you do want to fill out all three of these pools. The reason why is because if there's any sort of issue with the connection to one pool, this miner will automatically switch to the next one. And you can have them all at the same place. And so that way, if there's an issue with the pool, it'll just continue to mine to the next pool and change it to a different pool. And then if an issue with the first two, then it'll jump to the third one. And in this case, this will begin mining Bitcoin Cash, solo mining. And again, you can set different mining pools are going to require a different password. Some are X, some are 123, some are whatever you want it to be. But yeah, this is just what I do. And then performance, let's see. Now this model or this firmware here, I can actually go up to like 243 terahash on this particular miner. I don't like doing that because the joules of terahash is not worth it. You can take like 4750 divided by 243 and that'll give you a figure. But the other figure you have to keep in mind is what is your electric cost? Okay, and here the electric company likes to start doing tricks with me. So I don't like them very much. They don't like me because I use a lot of power. I've got two different services, two different houses, and I use one of each during the wintertime to heat and warm the entire house. And then get back to dashboard. Then like now in the summertime, usually I've got these out in the shed, the mining shed. And you have to have a 30 amp circuit installed by a licensed professional electrician. Don't try to wing it. Don't try to get two 120 outlets and connect wires together. Look, I know guys that have set fire to the whole house. They burned up 3 different houses. The dude's a fucking legend. Didn't even own the property. He rented it. And Key, what's good, man? If you're listening out there. But yeah, dude's a legend. And he ended up turning his mining facility after burning down 3 houses into a multi-billion-dollar mining facility in the United States. So, and dude's a wealth of knowledge. I've met other people even in the Litecoin community that were miners. And again, we go back and forth and share different things. Now, if you don't have a custom firmware, you can like if you're just running stock firmware, you can go to Bitmain's website. If you're running a Bitmain amp miner, whether it be a S19, S21, L7, L9, I've helped a few people out there with L7s and L9s, and you can go to Bitmain's website and you can actually download a low power mode firmware that will give you a drastic improvement on your efficiency. Your miner will not run at 3,500 watts. Your miner will run at like 2,000 watts or 2,400 watts, which is great during the summertime. So that way you're not heating up the entire house. And also for the noise factor, which there are other things you can do there as well. I'm waiting on parts to come in. I've ordered the control boards from altairtech.io. Actually, let me pull that up too. I'll show you. So shout out to Altair also. Excellent, well-informed people. Okay, so altairtech.io, and they specialize in several different miners. You can buy your miners directly from them. Um, there are many different promo codes out there. I don't have one. Um, if you want one, I would type in Vosk, VOSK, or Voscoin. He's another well-known miner. Or Red Panda. Red Panda Mining's another. So is the Hobbyist Miner. So check out their YouTube videos and find their links, and I'm sure that they have it here. But anyway, we go to parts, and then you can type in which one. So let's just say Bitmain. But yeah, these people are great. Altair, they sell all kinds of different parts. So right here is the one that I'm using, the Epic UMC control board. So with this, the Epic UMC control board for S19 and S21, and S21 Pro, XP, all of them, you can get one of these, and then you don't have a developer fee. Let me try to go back here and explain that just a little bit. All right, so here you're going to see pools, then you're going to see the dev fee for this firmware. The developer for this firmware charges a percentage. In other words, the developer of this software and firmware gets paid if you find a block, if you're pool mining, regardless. There's a dev fee. Well, if you use the Epic control board, oh, come on. Using the Epic control board, there is no dev fee with this. You pay the dev fee up front when you buy this control board to replace. But yeah, the S19 and S21. But with this control board, you can actually do tricks with this thing. Let me show y'all, give y'all another example. I got another miner in the other house. Let's see. So, and again, every firmware, every control board that you change to, your password is usually root and root, or username and password. The other one was admin. This one is let me in, just in lowercase. So let me in. And you can see that I've got an S19J Pro currently running at 60 terahash a second. Now, the joules a terahash calculated here for the efficiency is incorrect. I'm only running at like 1,300 watts. So the outlet, the outlet wattage is what you want to pay attention to. What you're reading on your outlet, not what is within the firmware, because this is completely incorrect. On this S19, I'm currently running at 22 joules a terahash. So 1,300 watts divided by 60 terahash. And actually, let's go back into the mining config here. And on this miner, and you're going to see currently I'm mining this to, what is that? That's Bitcoin Cash. But let's just take this one. So same thing, your pool 1, pool 2, pool 3, you want to input this stratum, and then your wallet address, and same thing. Oh, well, this one just shows S19 Epic 1. This one's a little different. So this is my worker name, but I can actually change this to, well, no, I do want this. as S19. This is an S19. The other one was an S21. So anyway, I'm just going to leave that. I'm not going to hit apply, but you do want to apply any changes that you make. So actually, let me just, without applying, exit out, go back in under mining config, and then see I didn't change anything. But let's change this one to be mining digibyte at solopool.org. Again, you go to solopool.org, you can click on whatever coin and then click on help. And then it'll give you the description of how to connect your ASIC miner directly to that pool. But within your miner, you can actually swap and you can change. You can go, like, here's one at PowerPool. I love PowerPool. You can pool mine at PowerPool and earn digibyte there as well. So I do that as well, but I have better chances. Really, I earn more by solo mining. So let's see, digibyte. Okay, digibyte is the first one. So now let's apply this one, and then go back to our dashboard. You're going to see the miner basically reset itself. So 000. Then scroll down, and then you'll see, your wallet address, and then the worker name, but the share is accepted. So right now I've got one share accepted onto the digibyte blockchain through solopool.org to solve that block. And every 15 seconds is a new block. So now that's two of them. Now, rejected shares, that's if there's an error, whatnot. And the current difficulty is at 250,000. So now I can, within this software, I can actually go to a perpetual tune, and I'm running on an older firmware or older version because they had some upgrades in and that were not really that good. So I had issues with them. But I can do the voltage optimizer within the PSU. I can individually tune each chip, but what I prefer to do is like a board tune. And then here I can take a S19J Pro 104 and I can go up to I can set it to 120 terahash, and I'll get that with no errors. So let's apply that. So now we just bumped this S19 J Pro 104 terahash. Now we're going to go up to 120 terahash a second. So you can overclock or underclock the crap out of them. And be honest with you, when you overclock them, they are not that efficient. They gain efficiency the lower the terahash. So let's just go back over here to, so share this. Right now we're running at 165 terahash on solopool.org. And each miner, so the S21A, this is why you want to name your miners different names. So that way you can figure out which one is which. So currently this one's at 153 terahash. The other one's at 12 and a half terahash. It's got to recalculate. And then your valid shares, this is an average over 6 hours. So this is just how many shares you've put into the blockchain in order to solve the block, each block. So, but it takes a 6-hour average, and so let's see, we're at 17.9. Let's get back over to this one. I want to watch this one. So now my hash boards are tuning. So right now I'm in the red at 19 terahash per board. There's 3 boards in an S19 J Pro, and there's also 3 boards inside of the S21. But inside of the S19, there's 126 ASICs per board. So what's that? 378. 378 ASICs within that miner. And you can see right now I'm at 119 terahash a second. Now let's scroll down here and take a look at each board. So right now I'm at 67 degrees Celsius at 618, almost 619 megahertz, which is our frequency. I'm waiting on the boards here to ship. This is each individual chip. So you'll see that within the firmware, it'll show you this is actually like, this is chip 125, and there are 126. And it took me a minute to get this, but actually the first chip is chip 0, not chip 1. So chip 1 through 126, no, it's chip 0 through 125. So there's 126 chips, ASIC chips per board. So right now it's just tuning everything to get to where I had set it. So right now we have 0 rejections, 27 accepted, and we're at 120 terahash a second out of a miner that's only rated to do 104 terahash a second. Like I said, we can overclock the crap out of them, but we can also set our parameters. We can have a shutdown at 88 degrees or 85 or 80 if you want. And then, I have critical at 93 degrees Celsius. Okay, what that means, Celsius, 100 degrees Celsius is the boiling point of water, which is 212 degrees Fahrenheit. So this joker's putting off some heat next door. So this joker's inside. Now you can see I'm at 4,000 watts. Like I said, these miners, they're not efficient when you exceed or overclock them. So, but yeah, right now we're at 120 terahash a second. All 3 boards in the green. Let's see where our chips are. Let's see if we have any bad chips in here. Nope. Everybody seems to be performing good. Everything's in the green and yellow, nothing red. So, I mean, I can overclock this to like 140 terahash on a 104 terahash a second model. But I'm running forced air induction, all kinds of different add-ons that I'm doing on this particular one. And like I said, I'm running the Epic control board. So, but I'm only doing this to illustrate to you. I'm actually going to calm this down. Like I said, my electric, besides, I'm not next door right now to go ahead and up the fan on the miner. I don't have it. I'm running an InJord, yes, on this miner, but I don't have it connected properly. So right now I'm just doing a manual override in it. I'm not connected to the InJord. So let's see. Let's go back to perpetual tune. I'm gonna go turn this one down again. And the very minimum that you can underclock this to is 60 terahash a second out of 104 terahash a second model. And you'll be at 22 joules a terahash or 22 watts a terahash. I think I converted. Let's see. Yeah, to digibyte. But anyway, I've got new cables that just came in because I'm upgrading both of the new S21s with the InJord as well, which the InJord plugs in and will control the forced air induction by what the miner dictates. So based on the miner's temperature, it will determine how fast of a speed to go on the turbine. And it's the turbine is it's actually an air conditioning fan inline fan. It's the AC Infinity S8. And then with the Fruition Designs, I'll pull them up. Let's see. Share this tab instead. Right. So Fruition Designs, fruitiondesigns.com or fruitiondesignslLC.com. Here, you can get the silencing kits, right? So for different ASIC miners that you're running, I just ordered 2 of these. I'm waiting on these to come in. So let me just show you. But this is how you connect an AC Infinity S8 fan to it. And that's also how you get that annoying noise in the background to go away. So whenever you hear these mining facilities that are just with that whine, okay, you can get rid of that by running one of these. And then I also run the air filters, the shot vac air filters before the AC Infinity fan, because with this, the issue with there's the AC Infinity fan. It looks like a complete, science project here. But that's basically what the competed look is. Just in front of this, let's see, am I even sharing? Yeah, I am. So in front of the AC Infinity fan, I have a 3D printed thing that I can connect 2 shot vac air filters to. Because the problem with a lot of these miners, whether it be a S19 or an S21, most of the issues come because it's unfiltered air. That's why I started iService A6 because .com because I take these miners completely apart. I dip them in denatured alcohol. That's the way that we used to clean servers back in the day. And I mean, I even do the PSUs, the power supply units, to them also. And I deep clean all of them with a brush, clean it all out, and get all of those. I've found all kinds of wicked and wild shit. So like from geckos or a lizard to flies to hair to, I mean, it's just unfiltered air, and it's just a ton of dust. And you take a clear liquid like denatured alcohol or fuel is what it's called, like the at Lowe's, and it's a clear liquid. And then by the time I'm finished with the 3 boards inside this miner, the control board at the top and a PSU, the power supply unit, by the time I'm done, usually with the first 3 control boards, the clear liquid is black and you cannot see through it at all. And, of course, with PPE, I mean, you don't want to get denatured alcohol in your eyes or, I use like the real thick gloves because you don't want this on your skin at all. But anyway, these are the different kits to silence and cool. You can actually overcool your miners with these. So that's what I'm saying. With the control board of the Epic UMC control board, I can under and overclock it. But when I overclock it, you want to turn this turbine up. That's going to force more air through the miner to cool all of those chipsets. Now, in addition to this, I also put house rat tape on this joint here. So it's Tyvek tape, Tyvek. And I just wrap that up really good right there, as well as the front joint at the air filters. So that way, like I said, all of the air that goes through my miners, it is all filtered air. And whenever you start getting errors, you want to change your filters. I do mine like twice a year. and I order an 8-pack of the filters off of eBay. Now, also something else you'll notice with this kit by Fruition Designs, the foot here and the foot here actually give you a place to put a bolt. So if you want to hang this on the wall, you can. And that's the cool thing, because heat rises. So it takes in cold air through the air filters and then pumps the hot air up, so towards the ceiling. Or you can do it in reverse and pump the hot air down to the floor. That way then the heat will then rise in the room. So anyway, let's see where we're at. Let's get back over here. Am I sharing? Yeah, let's go back to dashboard. Why am I only at 100 and I'm at 180 terahash? I should be at 200 terahash. Let's see. 331 accepted. This will eventually get up to 200 terahash. It must be calculating and working through its algorithms. 3369. We're at 19 joules a terahash. That sucks at the moment. This should be at like 17 and a half joules a terahash on this particular model. Like I said, we're running a 200 terahash. Currently it's showing 178. Let's get back to, nope. Let's see. Let me go ahead and start exiting some of these out. Share this tab. So right now on the other miner, we're at 60 terahash a second, where I had underclocked the S19 to, and currently we got 64 submissions with 0 rejections at the pool. It's still calculating all the chips, so it's still tuning. We've now dropped to 58.9 degrees Celsius, 309 megahertz frequency on each board. And let's see. Let's get back over here. So right now we're running a 236 terahash at solopool.org, Solo Mining DigiByte. Still, I've only found 4 blocks. That was yesterday or the day before. So I haven't found a block just yet. Personal luck is up to 19%. I've hit blocks on DigiByte with just a personal luck of 4%. And with any SHA-256 miner, you can do this, and you can go here. And let's just see. Right, so my S21 is only reading 166 terahash a second right now. I set it to 200. It was running at what, like 180 terahash. So right now it's still tuning. The others at 70 terahash, it's tuning, also dropping down to 60 terahash. So this will equal out over time. And I wish it would hurry up and happen, so that way I could show a few other things to you. Let's just see. But yeah, you can set up, as long as you have the stratum. So, like I said, you can just go here and then you can go to help. And then the help will show you how to connect your ASIC miner, whether you're in the EU or in the USA. Your configuration, it lays it out basically exactly what I said. So you want your DigiByte wallet and then your worker. So like here they have rig 01. So right here, you want to pay attention to the dot, not the underscore. So your DigiByte address whatever you want to name your miner. And that's how you do it on every pool, whether solo pool um, or like a power pool to pool mine. But solo pool, you only get paid if you find a block. So, but I've had real good luck here. And then every place is going to have different rules as far as payouts. Some pay out every hour. Some restrict a payout for 24 hours based upon a new address that you submitted that you're mining to on that address. So, Power Pool is like that. If you pool mine at Power Pool, you can actually set up your SHA-256 or a Skyne or Scrypt or Heavy Hash or X11, whatever mining algorithm that and equipment that you own, you can actually get paid out in several other coins that Power Pool offers. But currently, I'm solo mining. I do better solo mining than I do actual pool mining. Pool mining, I average like 1,000 a day. Solo mining, I sometimes I've gotten 2,500, 3,000 a day. But anyway, beside the point. So right here, let's just go back up to the top left, the 3 bars, and where we would normally click on help. You can also go in here and look at different blocks that were found. So you can see what miners found what blocks. It gives you the address. So if you want to look it up, and then you can see the difficulty. See, this one was 1.39 G. G is billion. M is million. T is trillion. That's the... That's and you see they only had a pool luck of 4%, 55%. And again, you can copy each address and if you want and see how much they've mined. Like right now we're on block 23,549,733 was the last block that was found here, and that was at 2:19 p.m. Central. And it is 2:51, Central. So this will be happening imminently over here. So that's the last blocks. But back to the 3 bars at the top left. Let's go to miners and see who's who. So right here, the head miner right now has got running 607 terahash on this pool. Let's just see what all he's got. All right, so this miner has found 12 blocks, which is 3,100 digibyte, basically 10, and this is within 24 hours, mind you. So this miner has mined almost $11 worth of digibyte just in the last 24 hours. But again, he's running 612 terahash also. So he's at least running 3 miners. I doubt 2, but unless he's running XPs, which are 270 terahash each, and then overclocking the crap out of them. Well, actually, let's see. Yeah, see, this person's got S1, S10, S12. I don't know what this person, why. Each miner is running 53 terahash. I don't know why, usually I name mine whatever I'm mining with, whether it be like Avalon 1, Avalon 2, or A1, A2. Maybe this is just a S. Don't know. I mean, sometimes you'll see like Q, like an Avalon Q. But these are all just running 62 or 55 to 94 terahash. And then again, you can see how many shares they have submitted to find the block within a 6-hour time frame. So that's the number of shares here that are illustrated. Now, if you go to your own individual miner, it'll tell you what you've done in total. you know, at 1,000, he's at 1,000,000. I don't know why you would run at 1,000,000 on a hard difficulty with only 100 terahash each. I mean, that's if you're like mining with nice hash, um, you know, with like a fleet of miners. This to me doesn't make any sense, but whatever. You know, and to each his own. I think he'd do better mining at a lower difficulty. That was not what I wanted. Let's see. Let's just go back. So the miners. Let's check out this one. 372 terahash a second. And this person has found 520 blocks of digibyte. Currently running at 371 terahash. Is in the last 24 hours, this person has found 11 blocks worth 2,842 digibyte, or $10 worth. Their personal luck is at 18%. Total payouts, this person has earned 145,425 digibyte. Not bad. That's about a year. in older hardware, that's about a year's worth of digibyte. So, but yeah, he's running 235. So that's an S21. The S21 Pro is what this person is running, or an overclocked S21 Plus, or well, yeah, it's probably going to be a S21 Pro, because those are 234 terahash. A couple of what are these? FBO1, 02. So Nano 1, Nano 2, Nano 3. So that's sort of what I do. S19 Home. S19 Home. Is that Jared? Did I just find Jared? I'm just playing. I know Jared runs a couple of S19s. So I don't know what he's currently running, but yeah, 520 blocks found, 145,000 digibyte. Let's see. Let's go back, take a peek. Miners. Where am I at? 181, 183. I don't see mine up here. Oh, there I am. D993. That's mine. That's me. Right now I'm at 241 terahash. So I'm ranked number 4 here, which I could jump up higher, but you know, I'm not here for that. I'm just here trying to illustrate and just earn a couple of blocks. So anywho, let's go back, see if we're excuse me. Well, $993 and then enter. So right now I'm running at 234.97 terahash. I have not found a block yet while doing this video, but I just wanted to throw this up here and right now my personal luck jumped up to 18%. So I'm bound to see this blocks found jump to 5 here in just a minute. And let's see, the last payout I got was like 250 something digibyte, 260. Let's see. No, it's not on this screen. All right. Well, I was hoping to hit a block while chatting with y'all here, but please rewind this video rewind, restart this video. Yeah, I'm taping it. No, there's no tape. It's you're recording, right? Just proved how old I was. Anyway, um, let's go back and just take another peek real quick before ending the video. Yeah, so we're only at 182 terahash on the S21 right now. And this will jump up to 200 terahash, but it's still calculating. Now we're down to 19 and a half joules a second. Each board. So running at 63 degrees Celsius, 65 Celsius, 66 Celsius. So, I mean, everything here is looking good. It's just this miner really does need to restart. And I'm really not that familiar with Vinish on the S21. I'm only testing this out. I'm waiting on parts to arrive. Like I showed earlier, the Epic UMC control board. I've already received the S8 Cloudline AC Infinity fan. All of that's already been delivered. I'm just waiting on a few more components. Yeah, a few more components, but yeah, y'all go take a look at altairtech.io for any of your mining equipment. Great guys, great customer service. Pay close attention to some of their rules and regulations. But look, you can order new cables for your miner. You can order power supply units. I mean, new grills. This is the Njord that I was explaining to y'all a second ago, the Cloudline. This is what will control those AC Infinity fans for your miners. So whatever temperature your miner gets to, it'll automatically detect and tune the forced air induction to either ramp up or drop down lower to conserve power. Again, you can order all kinds of bolts for your miner if you're missing bolts or cross-threaded or whatever it may be, missing bolts or bolts in the wrong spot or lost one in the couch somewhere. New face plates. Like I said, you can get cables, all kinds of stuff, hash boards from these people, new fans. But I don't go back with the regular fans. This is 140 millimeter is the S19X XP and the S21s. So the 120 millimeter is for the S19s and prior, even the S9s. But yeah, all kinds of different cables. You can order individual ASIC chips if you want, and even the latest 1370, I think it is. Well, let's see. Yeah, 1370. So, yeah, and that's the latest chips. Like if you want to build your own miner, like with these bit axes and all of that. So if you actually want a 1370 chip, you can actually go and order it and replace the chip if you don't have a current model using the latest chip. So just FYI, these people at Altair, these guys are tinkerers. They love to tinker with stuff, and any questions, they'll be more than happy to answer you. And again, I don't have a referral code or anything, but just tell them all that Blind Dave said hello, and thanks for the stickers, the hat, and they gave me a what is that, a tool kit, a screwdriver kit. So with all kinds of different bits, I mean, it's really, really cool. I doubt I'm going to use it. I've got an iFixit kit that I'm used to. But yeah, even old power supply units, which actually these older Bitmain power supplies, this is brand new, but you can find them actually new on eBay for cheaper, for like $50. So I bought them on eBay before, and nothing wrong with them. But yeah, just let's see. Where am I at? So yeah, we're still at 182 terahash a second on the S21. Sounded like it just kicked in a little bit, like it shifted gears. Let's see. Where'd you go? And then we're at 60 terahash a second on the S19J Pro. So let's go back over here. Yeah, so right now I'm running at 223 terahash, and I still have not found a block. Well, I mean, I've got 4 blocks, but I mean, I was wanting to find a block live with y'all. So, yeah. Oh, and by the way, the currently right now we have a contest running. I think it's probably, yeah, it's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. So over on X, formerly Twitter, go follow DigiDollar Awareness. Go follow him, and all the rules and whatnot to submit for the DigiDollar bounty. You can win DigiByte. It's like 5,000 plus another 1,000 tip. So make sure that you're registered on digiscope.me, and create a YouTube and go into depth on DigiDollar. So, but anyway, this is Blind Dave. I just wanted to go over a few things with y'all. How to solo mine DigiByte the easy way. But anyway, y'all be cool. Go make it a day. Love you. Later.
Yo. Adding zeros. Big. DGB, yeah, we adding them zeros. Stacking that bag, turn nothing to heroes. Profit, I'm counting in kilos. Blockchain flex, I ain't messing with Fearos.
Started from pennies, now I'm watching it rise. DGB moving, got the fire in my eyes. Secure like Fort Knox, but it's faster and free. No gas fees, nah, that ain't even to me. Decentralized, so you know it's legit. Trying to stop DG, better call it a quit. Up on the charts, I'm just letting it sit. Then boom, new zero, we too lit. Hey.
DGB, yeah, we adding them zeros. Stacking that bag, turn up into heroes. Profit, I'm counting in kilos. Blockchain flex, I ain't messing with Fearos.
Multiples coming like blessings from sky. 2025, I ain't letting it slide. Cold wallet holding that digital gold. While y'all chasing cloud, I'm just letting it mold. Freedom and code, I ain't bowing the banks. Took my first gains, then I double my ranks. Got the tribe with me, yeah, we moving in packs. Africa rise, DGB got our backs.
From nothing to something, now zeros expanding. My balance be looking like something demanding. They laughing at first, now they follow my branding. I said DigiByte, now the whole world be chanting. DGB, yeah, we adding them zeros. Stacking that bag, turn nothing to heroes. Profit, I'm counting in kilos. Blockchain flex, I ain't messing with Fearos. DGB, yeah, we adding them zeros. Stacking that bag, turn nothing to heroes. Profit, I'm counting in kilos. Blockchain flex, I ain't messing with Fearos.
Never known how to stay something silent. 2 years in the dreck, I've been lying. What a world game move when it got in. Cause I know we ain't stopping the calling. I'ma ban me a dog. That a hate, that a style, I didn't know. That a study learn, nigga, little buffs. Always thought it this world, we did not.
DGB, yeah, we adding them zeros. Stacking that bag, turn nothing to heroes. Profit, I'm counting in kilos. Blockchain flex, I ain't messing with